All right, guys. Since the other video was so long, I figured I would make a part 2 to the previous video with the little dragon eggs. So my little crystals are finally cured, and I broke them apart. So I have little bits and pieces. So I'm going to get my moss out. And I'm going to get my glue gun. All right, get some glue sticks. All right, so I'm going to plug the glue gun in, and we're going to try to create something impressive. So my thought was I'm putting like the crystals around where the moss is going to go and where these are going to go. So I've made blue and purple are kind of the colors that I made up. And this one is going to have more of the purple. This is going to have more of the blue, if that makes sense. So I have got to get some of this moss out so that I can start figuring out where I want to put it. And so I want it to sit up close like that so that I can kind of squeeze in some crystals like in between. So as soon as my heat gun gets up to temperature, we will start. And I've also got some of this. It is, I don't even know what it is. Just natural moss. So I don't know if we're going to use any of that or not, but I do have some. And I've also got a little bit of like floral stuff like this. So I don't actually know what we're going to do as of yet, but I know I want the moss and the crystals. So we're just going to start with that. And all right. So I'm just going to like break little pieces of this off because I want it to go right around this light. Glue that piece down. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put part 2 on this video, so that way it will be right behind the other one. that one should be uploading within the next hour. So this one will probably be on the next day. Just so you guys will have a little bit of an idea of when to look for this. And I'm going to pull that little stem out because I don't want that there. All right, so I'm going to try to do them both like as we go at the same time. So I'm just going to get some hot glue going around. So I'm gonna try to keep this somewhat quick. So I'm just breaking this apart. Nothing special at all about this. Put a little bit more glue so that one will stick down. All right. So all right, that's the back. Like, I have not planned this out at all. Nothing. This actually came into my pea brain while I was waiting for my eggs to cure. And I think, let me see, I think these are going to look better if, oh, I don't know, because now that one will show, I don't want the base to be shown underneath. So we're just going to make another layer of this moss. And then we'll figure out where we're going to put the crystals after. Ouch. Hot glue. All right, so we're going to put this one right there. So what I did is I took these out when, they're even still bending now. I took them out and I did not fill my molds that these were sitting in. So that way I was able to just break them apart as I needed them to be. All right. And let's get some, ouch, ow. Now the glue is really hot, so. All right. stick this. Ow. I'm just going to stick that down there. All right, let me just... We're going to try to fill this in as best we can. All right, let's put this here. All right. So like I said, this just kind of came to me, and I was like, because I was like, oh, what am I going to decorate around? Because I did the flowers on the last one. Ouch. And I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to use flowers again, because I wanted them to be a little bit different. All right. And let's just... All right. So let's get the cord in the back. And this has got more purple, one blue, but I think that one will work right there. And I'll put this one right here. Just because I want it to be different than, you know, like everybody else's. All right, so that's the back. Let's put this one right here. So as you can see, I left some that were kind of clumped together, and then I broke like individual pieces up. You know, so then I figured we could fill in around with those. All right, let's put that there, because I'm trying to keep the opening in the front. Let's see. And I don't have as many high purple ones as I do the blue. And it was just like, it was just the nature of the beast on how I filled it and how they came out. So all right. And I might not, thought that completely through. I don't know. What do you think? How is that looking? And I will have to fill the sides in. All right, so before I get too carried away, we're gonna put this egg on this before I put too many more crystals, because I want them to fit right. All right, so that is the back. Let me see. All right, I think these are gonna go right there. All right, so that. Because I'm hoping once I plug these in, that the light is going to reflect on those crystals, is my hopes anyways. All right, so we've got a couple of short ones, a couple of taller ones. All right. I'll stick the short ones in there. And we'll put this tall one kind of right there. And all right, so let me get some of these little stringy things off of there. All right, so I'm gonna have leftover little gems, which is fine. Do I want to put another tall one? Oh. Let's see, maybe we'll just stick one little lonely gem right there. All right. All right, so I'm just trying to peel the glue off my fingers here. And that one kind of, now I'm actually thinking about gluing the egg down, because that way there it would be adhered into just gotta figure out how I want him like that. All right, let me just put some hot glue And that way I won't have to worry about it coming off. Now this egg is a little bit bigger. So I want that one to be like that. All right. So let's just start filling the sides, which I probably should have done before I decided to hot glue my egg down, but and we're just gonna fill it in as best we can so that the wood is hidden. Ouch. Hot, 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 hot. All right, I gotta put another glue stick in there. All right. Let me grab another glue stick, and we're gonna pop that in there. And we're just gonna continue around. And I don't want it uniform either, because I want it to look like, you know, it's nestled in the woods or the grass or something. All right, so let me dig out some more of the moss. But now that I've started making these, I can look like at Michael's for different things that I could glue on to the sides instead of just moss. All right. So that is one. Just going to break off some of that that's sticking way out, but all right. So what do you think? Oh, I think it's kind of cute. All right, so we've got to, all right, I'm just gonna set this one aside and I'll finish this one and then we will plug them both in. All right. So, as I said, I'm just breaking this apart. All right, I'm gonna start in the back, just to kind of see if it works better going from the back to the front or to the front to the back. All right. Ugh, those little stringy things. They are driving me nuts. All right, so that. All right. Let me grab a little bit more. All right. And I'm just trying to fit that in. All right. So, there we have it. All right. I'm just going to try to clean up some of this so that we can plug them in. I'm going to unplug my glue gun because I forgot it one day on and I came down and I had a mess. I'm surprised I didn't burn my damn house down. But you know, when you do something like that, you don't usually do it a second time because then you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that, right? All right. So let's get this one plugged in. And I'm going to shut this light off. Hang on, I'm just peeling hot glue off my And I think the stones are going to do kind of what I wanted them to do. They're going to reflect the light. And unfortunately, I don't have a plug down here that I can shut my main light off. All right, so there is that one. Let's get this one plugged in. All right, so I'm just gonna so that is this one. I wished I had a few higher crystals, like in the front. Hang on, I do have two that are somewhat tall. So let me just plug this in again for a second. And I will, all right, so that is the back. So I'm thinking if we put a tall one there, and maybe a tall one there. Yeah, that'll work. All right. So what do you think of the finished piece? I will try to get some better pictures. I'll have to bring it upstairs so that I can shut the light off, and I might have used a little bit too much of the crushed crystal in this one, but so that's the pink one, and this is the blue one. So the bases are all covered. And, all right, let me just grab my little feet and I'll show you how I put the feet on them. All right, so I just use these little rubber foot things. And these are sticky. So I'm just gonna peel it off, and we're gonna I stick 4. On this size. Kind of across from each other. So just like that. So then when it sits like on a bureau or a table or whatever, you don't have to worry about it scratching or anything like that. All right, so let's just get the... There. So there we have it, guys. So let me know in the comments what you think, what I could have done different. I was thinking about maybe adding some flowers, but I don't know if like it's gonna be too much. I think it would just be too much. So let me know if I should have or I shouldn't have, or, you know, all the things. Oh, but I do have these. Hang on. I've got these. All right, so that's the back. Yeah, I still think it's going to be too much. Alrighty, guys, that is it for this segment. I was trying to get a nice short video out, so I'm going to put this up as part 2, and you will be able to see how I finished off these bases. Alrighty, guys, have a great night. Bye-bye. All right, so this is the pink one. And like I said, there's just too much of the sparkle dust, but that gives you a little bit better angle right there. And then that is the blue one. So you see how the crystals are reflecting the light, and because he is off center, it just gives a totally different look on the backside, but he's really, really cute this way.